What up? What's going on, everybody? Randy here, Nerds Templar, chilling on a Saturday morning with some Yu-Gi-Oh! Different than usual. Episode 2 of our Yu-Gi-Oh! Sponsored by Yu-Gi-Oh's uh, episode. This is our remake of, I believe it was back maybe in like 2016 or so. They made this Legendary Decks 2 box. This is a remake from 2020 or this year. It's really hard to tell of the same thing. Either way, this one is the most recent remake based on the small amount of information that I could gather on TCG Player. That leads me to believe there's 3 different versions of it with 3 different copyright dates. This is in either case, it's the last of them, so I decided to open it. If it was the middle one of them, which is the one I actually meant to purchase, I was going to hold off and I was going to buy the last of them, the newest 2024 remake or whatever, and open that one instead and hold on to the middle one if there were really 3. I'm still not really sure, since it was the new one and that's not exactly what I ordered. The guy was kind enough. Again, still not really. He probably doesn't know either what I was talking about, but he's still kind enough to refund most of the discrepancy in price. So that was good. We might have actually some more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff soon to open. Infinite Forbidden just came out, maybe last week or so. I'm hoping to actually get a booster box of that. So, and in the future, I'm gonna hopefully be able to get booster boxes of all the new sets. That's actually what I plan to do here. We may do like we do in Pokemon. We might do a little bit of catching up with some older stuff, but not like super old stuff. We don't do super old stuff in Pokemon either. I've really only gone back into Sword and Shield, maybe a little bit of Sun and Moon here and there, but not really. But we're going to do the same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably go back maybe a couple years back. Maybe we'll focus on like the 25th anniversary stuff or stuff within the range of when they began doing 25th anniversary things. I kind of have a nice list of sets going right now. Well, you can find them online, but I have my own that I've begun as well, so I can kind of, add some stuff to a little database I have going. Anyway, this is just something random I picked up. I thought it was a nice price. You guys know how I like structured decks, and that's exactly what we had here. And as soon as I saw that there was Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey, and not only that, but you get like, okay, well, I know that there's Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl in the Yugi deck because there's cards that will support those, spell cards and maybe even a trap or two that'll support those. So you're getting those. Plus, it tells you that you get Exodia, the big kind of Exodia, like the whatever he is, level 8 or whatever, the big Exodia reincarnate, or I can't remember what he is. Oh wait, he's right here on the front. The legendary Exodia incarnate, yeah. So you get that, plus you get all the actual pieces of Exodia, I'm pretty sure, in that deck. And then you have Kaiba's, where you're getting Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which means you're getting 3 Blue Eyes in the deck as well. And they're also, you can see they're the old art style, like the anime art style, I guess. I'm not really sure what the old one is now that I think about it. The first one out may have been a different art style than that. But that was the one from the anime, of course. I'm going to assume the same of the Dark Magician. Actually, though, the Red Eyes, I say that, but Red Eyes is not the art from the anime. That's, I think, again, was the original Red Eyes art, perhaps. And I'm not sure about what else you get in Joey's deck. That'll be more of a surprise. But then not only all of that, you also have, boom, the 3 Egyptian God cards. There's literally everything in this deck. Box, I should say, because there's three decks technically, plus a few others. But these are Yugi cards. I'm pretty sure they're Dark Magician plus / Dark Magician Girl spells. And then, of course, yeah, the God cards. Pretty cool. Nice little set. I think maybe we'll see if it's too advanced for my nephew to be able to learn, but I did show him that I got this. Here's my knife. Because I actually wasn't probably going to teach them anything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, for one, I wasn't going to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but here we are getting into Yu-Gi-Oh after I've watched through. I'm like basically up to GX in the anime now, and I think I don't think I ever even finished Battle City. I think I maybe watched the first 2 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh whenever I was younger, and they were like being released, and that was all. I also found out that there's and this is not for children, but there's a Yu-Gi-Oh that's about 28 episodes long that comes before the stuff that we have here in America. They never ported it over, so you gotta just watch the subbed stuff. But it is not PG, and it also leads me to believe that there was maybe a lot of things that were changed for an American audience, a younger American audience. So maybe some of you guys know if this was more like the other animes with their more immoral content than usual, because that 28 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh was much more uh, immoral, adult oriented, as people like to say. They pretend like immorality makes you mature or something. Watching and dealing with things that are immoral makes you mature. So there we go. Finally open. This should be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to probably try not to get too many decks, but I also now know that speed duel things are pretty much all decks or structured stuff. And I would not mind trying those because they're apparently things to make learning the game kind of easier. Oh yeah, I was mentioning my nephew. I was going to tell him about Yu-Gi-Oh, but one of his other uncles showed him his old collection of cards. So I figured, well, why not? We'll see if we can get into it. Oh my goodness, very cool. I can't remember what they call that, but it's like the secret art or the secret hollow, secret rare, I guess is all they call it. And that's what they make them look like with the crazy prismatic. I think that's what they call them in Duel Links. I played a lot of Duel Links, by the way. I know that I was a little harsh toward Yu-Gi-Oh at the beginning of my Pokemon streams, only because, like I said, I think it took me away from Pokemon collecting. And then eventually I got away from collecting both of them. Nice little packages, I guess, there. But yeah, but here we are now, though. So I wouldn't mind getting some bulk. I wouldn't mind getting my nephew's other uncle's cards if he doesn't really care for them. Then get rid of, or wouldn't mind getting rid of them. I mean, oh look, they have little tabs here to open it. That's awesome. That's what all of the card stacks like this that come in the cellophane things. They need to do this. Cannot stand taking cellophane off of cards. Of course, every time you come to the theme or whatever right here, kind of just breaks anyway and becomes useless. Yu-Gi-Oh cards a little different. I was thinking about whether you could sleeve Yu-Gi-Oh cards or not if you're actually in like real duels, because I never used sleeves when I was younger. I did a lot of dueling, but never at an official capacity where I would use sleeves. Just a bunch of duels with friends. But none of us used sleeves. I think maybe one of my friends did, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy! Look at you with your card sleeves." Because like, aren't there sometimes? I guess there's never times. One thing that comes to mind is the parasite card. I guess no one would use it anymore, perhaps. But like, if you would use that card goes into your opponent's deck, and so it's kind of obvious where it is if you're both using sleeves and you're not using the same color sleeves, the same exact sleeves, right? If there's any other cards in Yu-Gi-Oh where that would happen, then it doesn't seem like it would work. You don't have to worry about that as far as I know with other card games. So, but yeah, then I looked into it and it said that that's a thing. Everyone uses sleeves like any other game. So I'm not going to know most of these, but maybe we will know some of them. Yeah, and the speed duels things, I guess they're decks structured stuff that's also based on the anime. So uh, yeah, could probably even find like old ones. I'm sure they made actually. I think maybe the last or the second to last speed duels collection they made was like Yugi and Kaiba and those kind of guys again. So could always get that. I guess there's one other thing in speed duels that makes it a little different, but I get other than that, I think it's just a simplified version of the game without all the other types of cards. There's just your monster, your effect monster, your normal monster, your spells, and your traps. All right, Blackstone of Legend. Okay, this is Joey's deck. Oh, that's a dragon card. Probably again something to do with the red eyes. I'm not going to read all these because there are a lot of cards here. But there's the Return of the Red Eyes. Oh, that's an awesome card. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. As far as I know, all of these cards are standard legal in play. I've never heard of that. Flare Metal Dragon. There's Red Eyes. Good old Red Eyes. Nothing shining on that. There's Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, probably needed for the whatever that other card was. Fusion. That might have been a fusion card. Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. We gonna get Summon Skull then in here maybe? That's a Gemini monster. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. Nice. So 4-star there. Black Metal Dragon. X-Raider. How was that accent? Decent. Alligator Sword. Baby Dragon. I know some of them. Jinzo, we got maybe all the old school stuff, perhaps. Goblin Attack Force, okay. Gifreed, the Iron Knight. Yes. So really the only ones I probably don't know are the Red Eyes support cards, pretty much. Rocket Warrior. Honestly, I don't think I know any of those even from Duel Links. Some of these I might know from Duel Links. Blue Flame Swordsman. I know that from the anime. Time Wizard. Phoenix Gearfried. So we're going to get the other Gearfrieds too, I guess. Gemini Summoner. Blaze Wing Butterfly. Okay. We got a Gemini sort of deck here as well. Going on with Joey. Dark Valkyria. Command Knight. Who's a female. I think it's actually kind of hard to tell. Pretty sure though. Valkyrian Knight. Keeper of the Shrine. Inferno Fire Blast. Good old Red Eyes skill attack. Red Eyes Fusion. Cards of the Red Stone. Polymerization. Guess these were in order. Monsters, Magic, Trap, maybe. Salamandra, nice. Scapegoat, cool, cool. Foolish Burial. Roulette Spider. I need those chance cards in there. Supervise. Nice. Mystical Space Typhoon. Symbols of Duty. I wonder how many of these cards are still used in like professional play. I'm sure some of them still are. A couple maybe of the spells that just never go away, or traps. Red Eye Spirit. Kunai with Chain. Oh, Call the Haunted. Torrential Tribute. Burst Breath. Nice. Curse of Anubis. Also nice. Archfiend of Black Skull Dragon. Alligator Sword Dragon is our extra deck here. And Joey Token. Ba-bam! With red eyes in there too. Well, there's one. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, the God cards apparently are part of one of the decks. I couldn't remember what if it was Yugi's or Kaiba's there, but one of them coming up here. Oh well, I'll tell you which one's which. I guess we'll. I'm not gonna lie. I always kind of like Kaiba's decks. I like Blue Eyes. And Kaiba's also hilarious. Kind of like him as a character too. He goes a little overboard sometimes, but he's pretty funny. Yeah, I guess in the first 5 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh, it does kind of get worse as you go, but it really doesn't get. It hasn't gotten bad yet. It's mostly just like reached the level of basically any other normal show or anime, but not really even that bad in the case of animes because it's actually made for Western young Western people instead of like I just have no idea what happens over in Japan if somehow like One Piece type content is somehow more something that kids watch. I have no idea, but it would be crazy, I think, if that were the case. But it might just be the way that everyone's headed after, being destroyed by wokeness and communism. Anyway, Maiden with the Blue Eyes. Melee of Awakening Dragon. Boom, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon right there. Oh, such an awesome card. I had a real one at one point. I don't know where it is. Probably given away with everything else. I mean, that's a real one, but not like a real one. That is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't think that's a hollow Blue Eyes. It's not. It's just a regular Blue Eyes. That's weird. Oh, we got that one, and then we got the original art there. Oh, cool. We got 3 different ones. We got that one too. Maybe that's the original art. I'm not actually sure. Dragon Spirit of White. Kaiba Man. The White Stone of Legend. White Stone of Ancients. Protector with Eyes of Blue. Master with Eyes of Blue. I don't think I've played many of these Eyes of Blue cards before. Battle Ox. Legend. I have a Legend still. Mystical Genie from back in the day. Vorse Raider. Guess we're just going to have to get us some hollow Blue Eyes now. Alexandrite Dragon. I have one, but I don't think I'm going to add it to the deck. It's worth either $30 or $60. I wasn't positive. I'm going to have to look a little closer because it looked like the exact same listing on TCG Player. But it's from from one of the tins from, I think it's from 2002 or 3 or 4. I'm not sure which one exactly. I've had many blue eyes in the past. That's the only one I got now, unfortunately. Blade Knight, Ancient Lamp, Tiger Dragon, Komodo Dragon, King of the Swamp. I would like to make myself an actual dragon deck to be able to use in some tournaments. There's the place that I haven't gone to yet for Pokemon tournaments. I might actually go tomorrow, which will be Sunday, which is their tournament day. I might go and hang out there for the first time for some Pokemon because it's going to be another month till the comic shop has one. Might go there, chill with them, and I'm hoping they're also going to have some Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. So I might go there for that. And also the comic shop may also have Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. They just don't have any scheduled right now. King of the Swamp, but I did see some in the past, I thought. Rider of the Storm Winds. That card sounds familiar. Burst Stream of Destruction. I know that card from Duel Links. Beacon of White. I do mean to start playing Master Duel because I think that's probably a little closer to the actual card game in style and gameplay. So I'd like to kind of, I guess, repolish my skills. Mausoleum of White. Polymerization, of course. Ooh, enemy controller, cool. Shrink. Silent Doom. Ancient Rules. Trade-in. Where art thou? Wait. Where art thou? Oh, it's what's his name in the back there? The super dog. The wonder dog. Pot of Dichotomy. Fusion Substitute. Unexpected Die. Negate Attack, cool. Final Attack Orders, cool. Shadow Spell. Cloning. Fusion Reserve. Jar of Avarice. Nice. And Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Oh, I see. It's an Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, not a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Synchro Monster, which uses tuner monsters, and I'm not sure what those are exactly, but we'll figure it out soon, I guess. And then our first of the dragons. Huh. Must be two normal monsters is all the fusion takes. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned either ways. Can only control one first of the dragons. This card cannot be destroyed by battle, except by battle with a normal monster, and is unaffected by other monsters' effects. Interesting. Cool card. And you literally just need 2 normal monsters to fuse it. 2,700 and 2,000 defense. Not bad. Interesting. Never seen that before either. But I was talking to my buddy Preston from the comic shop. He also goes to this other place. He actually lives closer to this other place. And we were talking, but he just got into Yu-Gi-Oh! The same time I started getting into it. Wait a second. There's Kaiba. Missed him somehow underneath the last monster there. Kaiba in Blue Eyes. Which, again, I'm getting near the end of the last season of Duel Monsters, so for the first time, so I'm discovering a lot of things about a lot of things that, I mean, that's where all the revelations are kind of in that last season, like the last half probably of the last season. Anyway, speaking of last things, Death, Judgment, Heaven, and Hell, Yugi deck. And of course, some of the coolest cards. 3 Egyptian gods. I guess maybe our Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl are not going to be holos either. But these are. Slifer, Obelisk, the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. Oh, nice. Of course, there's the legendary Zodiac Incarnate, our other holo in here. Oh, and then Ties of the Brethren holo. Obliterate! Exodia the Forbidden One. The right arm of the Forbidden One. The left arm of the Forbidden One. The right leg of the Forbidden One. And the left leg of the Forbidden One. Nice. Exodia Necros, wouldn't it just be hilarious that they just didn't give you one of the pieces? There's our unhollow Dark Magician. Again, very weird looking. I've never seen unhollow versions of these. I think I may have seen unhollow Red Eyes somehow, maybe. Dark Magician Girl. Buster Blader, nice. Oh, wait a second. Oh, cool. I can finally use this Skilled White Magician again, which I've had for a long time. Because we got another Buster Blader. I know I had at least one before. But yeah, I don't think I have one in that stack anymore. Silent Magician level 4. Silent Magician level 8. The Tricky. Big Shield Gardna. I love how Yu-Gi-Oh! Like barely ever uses duplicates of cards in the deck. Magician's Valkyria. Probably does more in professional decks though, huh? Blast Magician. Blockman. Marshmallow. Sangan. Gold Sarcophagus. In which it looks like the one in which the Millennium puzzle was. Also looks like they're trying to make it the Ark of the Covenant with those 2 angels and their wings on there. Look at that. A little confused there, getting their I don't really want to say mythologies, but in a sense, yeah, getting their origin stories confused, if you will. Nice. Swords of Revealing Light, need that. Magical Dimension. Magicians Unite. Tricky Spell 4. 1,000 Knives. Gotta have that. Dark Magic Attack. Contract with Exodia. And if you're curious, I guess, of what any of these cards actually do, you can look them up, I suppose. Messenger of Peace. Maybe I'll talk about them in the future sometime, how the decks kind of work once we use them. Dark Factory, Mass Production. Monster Reincarnation. Pot of Duality. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Field card. Mirror Force, nice. Not as cool when it's not hollow. Ooh, nice magical hats too. Yep. Need all these. Nice magical cylinder. Ooh. Magician Circle. Backup Soldier. Gravity Bind. I know a lot of these cards. And Yugi. Actually, Yami, I guess, huh? Yami Yugi. Pharaoh, if you will. Nice, cool, awesome. This is about $21, $22 on TCG Player. So if you're, like me getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or want to get into it, maybe check these decks out. I don't think it'd be a bad thing. There's a few. You know what? Let's check out a few other things before I spill my coffee all over the place. Let us. Give me one moment here to bring up TCG Player. All right. Shrouded Fable coming out. Very beginning of August 2nd, I believe. Infinite Forbidden, of course, is out for Yu-Gi-Oh! Since this is our Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. And I was gonna, yeah, let's just check out. Let's go this way. Oh. I do kind of like this new filter bar they have going on here, and it also, yeah, it also is locked or whatever, so it'll fall you down. Then you can, it is kind of easier to do the filtering that you need to do. It also doesn't seem to mess with the page as much. There's not as much like loading and stuff needed. Let me bring this back. Okay. I was just going to look at maybe about jump to page 4-ish here. Thanks for chilling. Anybody? Like, comment, subscribe. It's one of those speed dual GX boxes there. Not what I'm looking for. Looking for a couple other things that I may get soon, but as I said, I would really like to get an Infinite Forbidden booster box and start doing that, not just with Yu-Gi-Oh, but with Pokemon. But Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a little easier. Their booster boxes, even though they make less products, even though they come out with more like sets more often, much more often than any other game that I know of, they make a lot of like smaller sets within the bigger sets and stuff like that. It seems like it'd actually be easier to follow along with all the products that they put out. But so we're going to try to do both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh that way, and Disney Lorcana, because Lorcana is even easier. They put out sets pretty much seasonally, which is what I would like to do with my own card game. 4 sets a year, perhaps. They might increase in the future, and they might also increase the products they put out for each set. But right now, they're just doing the Illumineers Trove. They're obviously the booster box, the decks, and but not counting the booster box in the decks. You just got the Illumineers Trove and like the other collection that they do that's always different. Last time for Ursula, they did like the first chapter had its own like premiere collection kind of thing. There was an art collection, I think, or something for the for Floodborn. Inklands, I think, went back to like a gift set or something. The Ursula's Return, it was the PVE, the players versus Ursula mission game kind of thing, which seems like it might be interesting. And then this new one coming up is a starter set, so that'll be cool too. It's actually a lot cheaper than the other gift things they put out, but the gifts are usually, I think, slightly cheaper, at least slightly cheaper than the Illumineers Troves, which I believe are $50 when they come out. So we're going to probably try to do all 3 of those, but at the same time, you know what? It's hard. I struggle within myself because at the same time I kind of would prefer boycotting places like things like these things that I know are most of the reason that society pushes its ticket as far as possible with the nonsense that it does, like the abomination of the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. So one of the things that I'm considering is this 2021 Ten of Ancient Battles because it's so darn cheap. But that's still not really what I'm going for here. Ten of the Pharaoh Gods, same thing here. Probably going to grab that up soonish. 2021 and then 2022, both of those be out of the way. I don't know where the 2023 is. Maybe we already passed that one. I'll probably try to get those because they're cheap, and then we'll catch up with that, catch up with some other cheaper products, and then go on getting all the new stuff as it comes out, and then maybe try to retroactively grab some other booster boxes or something as I feel that I want to check them out. But here's one thing that I'll probably get soon. I'm liking this 25th anniversary tin, Dueling Heroes tin. Seems like a nice price. I think it's going up right now though. Yeah, it's going up. Maybe it evened out there about 14, 15 bucks. So yeah, that seems like a nice little intro to. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, never mind. This is the one with the 18 card mega packs, which also seem pretty cool. You can see there what exactly the tin has total. But it said, yeah, here you go, 2 prismatic rares per pack, 2 ultra rares per pack, a super rare and a rare, 12 commons. There, yeah, they don't have any uncommon, right? Levels of rarities. Another one will be probably soonish. That maybe, still considering this one. Ghost from the Past Second Haunting mini box because it's 4 packs with 5 cards each. But they're all. I'm pretty sure they are all like, or mostly. There's a bunch of rares in them or something like that that makes it potentially worth getting. I mean, there's a reason it's the price it's at, right? So is that there's the wow. See there you have it. This thing's actually dropping. Oh wait a second. No, never mind. Hold on. There you see with the shipping it is about $20. Like I said, $21. That's what we just opened. But there's a listing number 1 of it. In fact, let's go back into that and look real quick. As you can see, it says unlimited edition. So it's one of the 2 remakes. This one you can see says 2024 reprint. And if you read more, it says, disclaimer, this sealed product features a 2020 copyright date. You can't read it. Well, even if I change the screen, you can, but just for the sake of doing it, I will. But you can almost so close. So close. It does, however, say 2020 there. So that's one reason I know that that's the one that they're talking about, apparently. And then, so there's that. So 21 bucks. I think that's quite a good price for those 3 decks. Oh, the 25th anniversary tin, Dueling Mirrors, is coming out soon. That was a pre-release item there. Probably going to be snagging that because I think that's the next thing coming out. And I think we will certainly get that when it does come out because that's going to be cheaper, 20 bucks or whatever. Why not? They're not like Pokemon where you don't actually know what exactly is coming out and then they end up throwing like 30 products on PokemonCenter.com and some of them are $60 and then a bunch of them are $10 and then there's a few that are 20 and 30 and you're like, well, that's a lot of money right there immediately. But then there's Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like the worst you're going to get is a $70 booster box when they make the big sets. And then sometimes you're going to get, most of the time you're going to get this kind of stuff every once in a while. Maybe every month or something. There's the other Ghost from the Past first edition. Still was a couple other, I guess just one other one. This is the other one I was thinking of perhaps getting soonish, especially because I think it's going up in price as well. This is the one that seems like a nice sampler of the 25th anniversary because you get 1 pack of each of those, each of the 6 25th anniversary remake series sets they did here. Spell Roller is Magic Roller. I don't know why they changed the name of that one. Maybe you guys can tell me. Then you also get these ultra rares and a Quarter Century Secret rare of one of these 6 as an addition to those 6. Another one. So 7 cards plus the 6 packs, right? So I'm just thinking, which one do I think that I would get? They are all pretty cool. I feel like I would probably, well, obviously Blue Eyes would be the one I would want to get the most. I guess none of them would really be too bad. The only reason I wouldn't want one of the God cards is because then I'd have one of the 3 and I'd be like, now I need to go get the other 2. Find the other 2. But if you're trying to find those, you'd probably get close to getting all of them, unless you're extremely lucky and get them all 3 of them at your first 3 goes, then maybe. But yeah, it's cool that you get one of each of the packs. I had a hard time finding out when exactly those sets were re-released. I don't know if they just did them all at one time when they did the first 25th century. When they made this, perhaps they released all the sets as well. Made that box. But yeah, so we're probably going to be checking those things out. We'll be checking out Infinite Forbidden soon-ish. I would love to be, what I'm trying to do, I think what I'm going to hope to do, it might take a couple weeks, maybe a month, but get to the point where we're doing every week, doing either one Yu-Gi-Oh, doing one stream of either Yu-Gi-Oh or Disney Lorcana every week. And then eventually, maybe after a couple months, again, as our stock or sales increase, our stock increases, and our business increases here on TCG Player, we have our own. Go check it out. The description in the, or link in the description. But once we do that, then getting to the point where we can do one of each of those streams a week. So we do 2 Pokemon, 1 Yu-Gi-Oh, and 1 Lorcana, and that'll be pretty cool. And then we also, of course, do our marketplace stream, the Quartermaster stream, and then we do the creation stream, which is the Temple Foundry stream. So we got a lot of stuff going on now on Nerds Templar to check out. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I think, will be up and coming. I'd like to also get one of those 25th anniversary booster boxes of one of the 6. Not sure which one, but those are basically, that's basically as long as I played the game for those first 6 boosters. While those were coming out is when I played, maybe a little further into it. But man, talk about nostalgia. That's where it's at for me right there. Oh, these are pretty cool too. But those are, you can tell, I mean, the 21 and the 22, and probably also the 23 that I think we missed. Less than $20 for each of them. And then you go back to 2020 and 2019, and they're over 50. So that's crazy. I also have a feeling, I don't know, guys, I think those other boxes are going to be pretty cool in the future too. Those 25th anniversary things we looked at that I plan on checking out. Maybe once we check them out, I will see, and you guys will also maybe then see with me, that they weren't quite, something that's as worth grabbing up. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see it the future. Again, like I said, less decks probably going to be happening because I want to get away from doing that. Here's the other legendary decks, though. Here you see it doesn't say 2024 reprint, and also in the disclaimer it says this sealed product features a 1996-2017 copyright date. That's the one I bought that goes for $30. So anyway, that's that. There's Magic Roller, the original Spell Roller. Be cool to get some of those old boosters too, but just like Pokemon, I'm not too concerned with doing that, although they're a lot cheaper for Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, at least. There's the, I guess just real quick here, that 2020, the 25th, sorry, not 2025, 25th anniversary, and that's going to get confusing next year once the 2025 stuff comes out. But there, yeah, it's already under 20, yeah. Wow, it actually started at 30. I figured it started at 20. I mean, started near 30. But already less than 20. I'd even consider, grabbing that at some point soon because we will probably be opening it soonish. Oh yeah, we can see the pre-sale whenever they're going to be shipped out, right? You go shipping date 9/20, so got a while. We'll wait on that. Actually, got quite a bit on that. What's coming out in the meantime? There should be something, right? I feel like there should be something. Maybe not. There's a couple. I went to what? Yu-Gi-Oh! Releases. If you Google releases for 2024, there are a couple places to go to check that out. I'll just look real quick for us. Why not? Chilling here, end of the stream. Again, thanks for chilling if you did. Be back. I'm actually going to be back tonight with episode 2 live viewing of my my own story, Beyond Lumina. It's already posted 10 episodes on my channel actually a year ago. They've been posted there for a year already. 10 episodes, but we're going through them live on Wednesday night and Saturday nights. And then once we get through all 10, I'll be releasing the new ones Wednesday and Saturday nights still, and we'll probably continue to do live watch parties for that as well. So let's see. In 2024, we had Maze of Millennia come out. Well, then we ran right afterward in the late January. We had I don't know if it's the first one they ever did, but they made a 2-player starter set, which I'm also always tempted to get those things, man, because I got these young nephews, and I feel like they'd just be so perfect for those kids to learn how to play. And it's gonna be years still, because there's 3 of them that are all pretty young still. So, and who knows, maybe I'll have my own boys in the future too, and maybe there would be more nephews even of mine to play some games. That would be awesome, man. Just a bunch of nephews and sons, perhaps, running around, getting into card games. Oh man, making some games with me, joining the Nerds Templar family. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Anyway, and also I should also say the like nephew adjacent kids, because my cousins, I have a lot of cousins that are basically like sisters to me. I have a lot of girl cousins. I don't have many boy cousins. So I have a lot of girl cousins who are basically like sisters to me, and they have sons too. So they, to me, they're like nephews as well. So I mean, man, we could have some awesome. We don't even need to have like other kids for tournaments. We could just have them all come here and have huge tournaments without any outsiders. It'd be great. Speed Duel GX, they had another Speed Duel come out. They had stainless steel Egyptian god cards come out. What? What is this? Oh my goodness, $400. Never mind. Those are awesome though. Wow. Check these things out. Maybe you've already seen them. Wow, that picture doesn't do them any justice, I'm sure, but that would be pretty cool. Encased in the little glass thing there. Really zoomed everything in. All right. Legacy of Destruction. Then they made Rarity Collection 2 was in May, really. So that kind of is recent. And then Terminal Revenge came out in June. I like that they do quarter releases, but there's no real difference. It's just a month. The next month, it's just the third quarter, because it's July, which was the Infinite Forbidden, of course. Yeah, so no, there's no August release for Yu-Gi-Oh! How about that? We have then, so yeah, Dueling Mirrors 10 in September 20th. Excuse me. And then we get into quarter 4, October, we'll have Rage of the Abyss, which I think actually another core booster, yeah, which is the big one, the big type. Infinite Forbidden. Wait, no. Core booster is something, never mind. Core booster is the second biggest, maybe. There's like 24 packs of 9 cards, 36 packs of 9 cards, and then 36 packs of 7 cards booster boxes, something like that. I'm getting closer to figuring all this out, I think. Then we get in November, early November, the Quarter Century Bonanza. That might be interesting. We're getting into this perhaps at an interesting time here, folks. I think it's been interesting. I wish I would have gotten into it right when the 25th anniversary stuff started. That would have been, I feel, for me, a great time to get back into it. Same with, honestly, it was almost the same exact time I wish I got it back into Pokemon. Either at the beginning of Scarlet Violet, or maybe it would be even better if I got into it at the beginning of Sword and Shield, or at least by Evolving Skies. So I could have maybe tried cashing in on that. We could be, who knows, maybe like sitting on just a bunch of Evolving Skies right now and be potentially rich. Who knows though? What could you guys imagine if Evolving Skies just completely crashes because people hold on to it so long? Pokemon just becomes completely obsolete. Nobody actually cares anymore, and nobody at all will buy the stuff, and the price just completely crashes back down to like $100 or something. Oh man, I would laugh. Anyway, no, it wouldn't really be that funny, but it'd be crazy if it did. I mean, it's not beyond possibility, right? Well, we're talking about a card game and playing cards, really. So how, I guess, how secure of an investment, long term, can it really be? I mean, yes, it's done well for 20 years or so. Will it do well for another 20 years or so? Maybe. Hopefully, because I'm getting into it now. All right. Anyway, I guess I'll stop now because I'll be back, like I said, this evening. Probably I'm going to mass. I usually always go Sunday mornings, but I need to go tonight for reasons. So I'll be there. I'll be there at 5 p.m. So I'll probably be back here by, let's say, it might be a 7 p.m. Eastern stream tonight. Episode 2 of Beyond Lumina, live viewing, I should say, because again, it's already out. But if you're interested in watching, you might as well wait for the live viewing. Hang out with us. I'll chat a little bit. You can watch the live viewing of episode 1, and you don't need the little brief recap I'll probably do in the beginning of this episode 2. And then, yeah, and we'll watch it. And then I'll probably talk a little bit afterward about stuff, about the episodes, the first 2 episodes. And also bring up my my glossary of terms page, Beyond Lumina, people, places, and things. And then we'll maybe get some people have because I don't know, maybe it can be a little confusing at first with all the different places and names and things happening. That's why I made it, but then it kind of slows down once all the, a bunch of the characters are introduced and things like that. You don't have to worry about remembering so much, and then you don't really need the glossary of terms. But maybe it'll help in the first couple episodes to kind of recall some things as we go through the episodes. First episode, it starts out, I would say maybe a little slow, but don't worry, things will heat up. I have 10, like I said, 10 episodes already posted, and I have several more written, and I'm just waiting until we get a little closer. Then I'll probably start recording those and editing those up, getting the videos ready, and then once we get through the live viewing of these first 10 episodes that are already posted, we will continue on Wednesday night, Saturday night, watching the preview, the live showing, I guess, whatever, of the new episodes when they air. So that'll be fun. Hopefully by then we have a decent live audience, some people at least, a couple at least, to hang out and watch and enjoy the live showing. But if not that, then hopefully we at least have some people that are enjoying the story, either that way or by video on demand. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff we need. I'm not saying my story is the best, but this is actually one I'm just throwing together. I have plenty of other stories. I got plenty of games, things we talk about on the Temple Foundry stream, things that hopefully we'll be getting into. And with help from other creative minds out there, like-minded folks, and other supporters, then we can make all these dreams a reality. And we can stop having to rely on our modernistic, extremely woke culture to supply us with all forms of entertainment and completely be at their mercy all the time. So join me in the endeavor to take back, or just take, I guess maybe for the first time, entertainment for the good people. It might be a slow process, but it'll be quicker the more people we have helping, right? The more people we have joining the mission of the Temple Nerds. Yeah. They're not going to give it up easily, I'll tell you that, because entertainment's one of the best ways to brainwash people, of course. So we definitely need all the help from good private citizens that we can get. Because I know that the vast majority of people did not want to see whatever happened at the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. I'm not sure what it was. I heard a little bit about it. I don't want to see what happened. I already knew it was going to be bad, but it was, from what I heard, worse than I could have imagined, worse than I thought it would be. So yeah, if you're like me, tired of all that, join us. Hopefully, we can help drive some change in the world of entertainment and in games and stuff. Don't leave it just up to them to do all the stuff. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. I'll see you tonight, hopefully. If not, we'll be back Monday, actually, is the Foundry stream where we'll talk about things that are uh, in line to be created. Bunch of different things to talk about that are exciting, in my opinion. Got my new printer now that can print pretty decently heavy cardstock. So I'll be able to make some prototype versions of different things, not just card games, but like with that heavier cardstock, I can craft some more types of things that'll maybe help out with uh, getting across the different things, some different mechanics in games. Not really mechanics as much as um, just making them look more like not a generic game on a generic board with generic pieces, which is fine in my opinion for prototype reasons, because all the trappings can come later. They can all be thought up in the meantime, and then they can come out later once you have the funds to actually put all the pretty doodads onto the game, make the cool board for it that's a fancy custom board, make all the fancy custom pieces and the fancy custom characters and all that. You don't need to worry about that when you're just trying to come up with the game itself. But that part is actually done for a lot of games. My family and I, the kids, my sister and her kids have tested many games now. So anyway, if you want to join us for that, that'll be Monday, but we'll actually be back for Pokemon Collection Tuesday morning, if that's what you're into. If you want to actually come just for card stuff, that's what we'll be doing next Tuesday morning, probably about 7 a.m. Eastern. Actually, I take that back. I again am going to be. Wait a second. It might be 7. It might be 9, depending on. I can't remember if I need to. I need to go to daily mass either Monday or Tuesday morning. Can't remember which one it was. So you're either going to see me, 7 or 9 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday. Same with Monday, actually. Then in that case, it's either going to be 7 or 9 a.m. when I come to hang out for the Foundry stream. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you then. I'm Randy. This is Nerds Templar. Hopefully I'll see you tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, if not a little later than that, for Beyond Lumina Episode 2. Peace. Nerds Templar out.